All fantasy gamers are in the same boat, but they're riding different waves. Everybody needs a different player to help their team, whether it's a wide receiver, a running back. They may need a top tier running back to trade for, or just a patch up running back off the waiver wire. They might have went running back heavy in the draft, and now they're hurting at wide receiver, and now they got to pluck some off the waiver wire. Some of you guys just are trying to find some stashes that hopefully hit at the end of the year to really set yourself apart from the other playoff contenders in your league. There's a lot of different scenarios here, so I'm coming to you with a lot of different videos so I can help each and one of you guys. Today I got another player here that's going to help some, maybe not others. Really depends on your scenario, your type of league, the depth of your roster, how many bench spots you got. But I'm really talking about Alec Pierce. He really should be at least on the radar of everybody. You should at least be looking at his name while he's sitting there on waivers. But there's a lot to talk about here. Against Denver last week, he caught 8 balls for 81 yards while running a 58.9% snap share. And that really caused social media to start chattering him up, start talking about him. His value started to increase. He's in a lot of waiver wire articles. Probably got picked up off waivers in a lot of leagues, but he's probably still floating around on waivers in a lot of leagues. Last 3 games, caught 15 balls for 222 yards, and that's off 20 targets. He's had an 18.5% target share. These are all good numbers. A 55.3% route participation rate. Little low, but it's okay considering he's getting targets, and 231 air yards equating to 77 air yards per game. So we're getting targets. We're getting a decent target share, almost to 20%, and the air yards are there. 77 air yards per game is a decent threshold, not elite, but good enough to be productive with. 1.93 yards per team pass attempt, so that's solid, not elite, but solid, good enough. 24.3 routes per game, so he's running about 6 routes per quarter, but still commanding 20 targets in 3 games, not too bad, an 18.5% target share, and that could increase. We are just starting the season. For some of these rookies to start getting like an 18% target share, that's a good sign. That's a sign that things could increase going forward. More workload equals more opportunities. More opportunities means more potential for fantasy points, and we're just getting started with this season. Things could change a lot between now and the end of the year. If you're seeing a rookie get a good workload early on, then you may want to keep your ear to the ground with them, and Alec Pierce is one of those. All these numbers in the last 3 weeks are all on a 50% snap share. So if the snap share increases, that means more opportunities increases. Paris Campbell is running a lot of snaps on the outside. He's been the clear out guy because of his deep speed, but right now we're looking at a rookie here. He's 6'3", 95th percentile speed score, ran a 4.41, 40-yard dash, and was drafted in the 2nd round. There's a good chance that he gets more snaps on the outside, more opportunities that way, especially since they're not really targeting Campbell. Alec Pierce could step up. They've really been looking for another wide receiver to step up. They've been targeting Michael Pittman a lot underneath here. Alec Pierce is built to be the clear out guy. You look at his size adjusted speed, 95th percentile. Then you look at his metrics from Cincinnati last year in college. Over the course of his career, has a 19.3% breakout age, 21.3% target share, so productive enough, and then 17 yards per reception. So even at the collegiate level, making plays downfield. This is what this guy's good at, getting downfield, reading the ball, and taking it home. So what am I looking at here for Alec Pierce? 1, this is not a high-volume passing offense, so you really want to judge the game scripts when you want to play him or use him in your lineup. That being said, he's probably one of those wide receivers that when you start him, you just want to throw him in your flex and close your eyes and see what happens. To some of you guys, there's no value to that. That scares you. That gives you a lot of butterflies. That makes you nervous. But I just want to keep it real with you. The production metrics are here. The workload metrics are here. The volume in the passing game is going to be up and down. So we are expecting volatility. And he's a rookie. We're going to expect up and down games because that's what rookies do. but we do have some promise here. He looks like he should be rosterable, at least in larger redraft leagues. Maybe your basic leagues, 6, 5 bench spots. Might be hard to do, but your basic leagues, probably a trendy stash. A trendy stash you may want to hold on to see what happens. I wouldn't diamond fist him. I would just see what happens, and if you got to make a move to fix another spot, then it is what it is. But we are seeing some upside here with Alec Pierce. I did go over some of his highlights in training camp. He did show some athleticism there. A lot of people were talking him up. A lot of Colts fans jumping in the comments there. And Alec Pierce is got some potential here to really help us in fantasy due to that downfield potential, the air yards per target. Those deep attempts really solidify your upside because you connect on 2 of those a game or 2 of those in a game, you're talking about a big week, especially if they go in the end zone. That adds up the yards plus the receptions and all that stuff. Really helps your fantasy production. So Alec Pierce should at least be on your radar depending on your league and also depending on your situation. If you're hurting at wide receiver and you need a guy just throw in at flex or at your wide receiver 3 or whatever, this might be your guy. This might be your guy, and you're just going to have to throw him in the lineup and close your eyes. If you're good at wide receiver, you want 0 RB, you're stacked, you may not be too interested because you want to turn and burn at running back off the waivers to help solidify your RB2 spot, your flex options, and your depth at the running back position. So it really depends on your situation. We all got different building blocks to build our team to finish the season. But honestly, no matter where you're at, you should at least have your ear to the ground to him. I'm not saying you have to roster him, you have to get him, you have to trade for him or whatever. You just have to at least notice what he's doing so you can make a move later down the road just in case he's still available. But let me know what you think about Alec Pierce in the comments below. Hit that like button, helps the video out on the algorithm. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's going to be right here in the middle. It's going to help you out for the rest of the season with rankings, waiver wire content, trade content, and everything else. I want to thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.